My name is Skip Pruitt, and I play the saxophone. Well, my style is vast in that it is relative to those that influenced me and inspired me. This all began with my father, Benjamin Pruitt, Sr., who is a saxophonist who I heard from the moment I was born. And the sound of the saxophone and my dad playing, pretty much sold it for me. It's like, I knew that's what I wanted to do. So I started playing music at the age of 6. The first time I tried to play the saxophone, I was probably around 2 years old. But the thing is, I've listened to so many different styles of music, and I appreciate music. Like, I appreciate classical. I appreciate traditional jazz music. I grew up in Detroit, so I definitely am well versed in R&B, the Motown thing. So you're going to hear all of my influences in my music. A Skip Pruitt Experience show, you may hear a John Coltrane song, and then you might hear a Marvin Gaye song, or then you might hear a gospel song. But here again, you're going to hear everything that I do. All of my influences, from what I listen to, who I study, who I perform with, who I've toured with. My philosophy is basically playing and creating music that people can feel. Sometimes it sounds a little cliche, but oftentimes as artists and musicians, we're focused on maybe a technical aspect of the music or an impressive part of the music. But to me, if people don't actually feel it, and it touches them very deeply, it doesn't really mean much.
Skip, actually, when I first started playing with the band Spur at the Moment, and Skip being the lead saxophone player for the band, I don't know, we just clicked. We just hit it off. We hit it off immediately. Skip is a a jokester, and I love to have a good time. So that's how we really clicked. Of course, musically, man, we was vibing. And like Skip said, I'm gonna do my own project. He already did something previously, but it was something he wanted to branch back into. And he asked me, hey man, I want you to be my musical director. We was in rehearsal one day. And it was a rehearsal one day, rehearsing for this really, really big show at Sobeys, actually. And we were really, really into this rehearsal. The vibe was great. It was going amazing. Skip was playing his head off, man, and it got so good to him that the sole of his shoe,
That's hilarious.
the sole of his very expensive shoe, by the way,
my boots,
of his boots, the actual sole fell off.
Part of this was Tim's fault, because the groove was so fat and so dope, right? I was grooving and I was sitting in the chair and I was grooving and I was kicking, and it got so good to me. I said, well, let me stand up and really get into it. I stood up, and when I stepped down, I thought I was stepping off a curb. It felt like I stepped off the curb, but we were in the room and I was like, what's going on? The whole band fell out laughing.
Man.
And I looked back, and my soul was stuck to the stool. And my mother was on the, and we had to stop rehearsal. We laughed about that. We both started out, playing in church. That was a big part of my training as a musician, as a saxophonist. In addition, like my professional life as a saxophonist, starting out in like gospel. But that's important because that is one of those things that makes us different. I would say different and unique in the same sense that like there's a spirituality to what we're doing, even if we are playing something that's not necessarily spiritual, right? Because of what we believe. We're the core of who we are as men and as believers. We're going to bring that element to what we play. The future for Skip Pruitt is making more great music, becoming a better saxophonist, performer, expanding my brand with the Skip Pruitt experience.
When you're walking down the runway, I love the way you sweat. You're a dream in red bottoms. Is that good shit on your back?